Hey everyone, my name is Sammy Turley, and I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist here in Columbia, Missouri. Um, with this whole coronavirus pandemic, I'm starting a project that I've always wanted to do, which is a web page on Facebook and a YouTube channel that's dedicated to pelvic floor and core health education just for the public. I see a lot of women in my clinic as a pelvic floor therapist that really don't know a lot about their bodies, especially their pelvic floor. So, yeah, the goal of this page is just to give you education and allow people to have discussions and ask questions. Keep in mind, this is like information for the general public. It is not designed to give you medical advice. So, if you're having issues with your own pelvic floor, find a pelvic floor therapist near you. So today I figured we would talk about pooping. So pooping is something that all of us do, but not a lot of us really talk about or really maybe know how to do correctly. So I see a lot of women with issues around constipation, hemorrhoids, straining, not being able to go often enough. So we're going to talk about some things that can help in those areas. So a lot of Americans are under drinking, so we don't drink enough water. I tend to tell patients to drink 80 to 100 ounces of water a day if they're a normal, healthy person. Obviously, if you have issues with kidneys or whatever, you might have restrictions around how much water you should be taking in. Um, Also, I like to discuss fiber. Sometimes I'll have people take supplemental fiber, but a lot of times we just really try to get it in with our diet. So vegetables tend to be the best way to get that fiber in. If you're having 5 or 6 servings of vegetables every day, you're probably doing pretty good. Fruits can help. Things like apricots and prunes tend to help with that motility, but vegetables really tend to be better. So, pooping mechanics or pushing mechanics. Let's talk about that a little bit. When you sit down on the toilet, you should not have to hold your breath and bear down to go poop, okay? Especially for women, if you've had children, that pressure can push your organs down lower unnecessarily. So if you've heard of organ prolapse, bladder prolapse, uterine prolapse, rectal prolapse, all of those can be made worse by pushing when you poop. So a lot of what I teach people is how to push and poop correctly. So in a perfect world, you would sit on the toilet, relax your pelvic floor, open the anal sphincter, which would come inherently by relaxing the pelvic floor, and your intestines would do the work of squeezing out your poop. So I often use a technique called belly breathing, which I'll probably post in a future video. But basically, you take a deep breath into your lower belly, letting your pelvic floor drop down and out into the toilet, and then just hold that position and allow your intestines to do the work. Now, if the urge isn't very strong and you're trying to use this technique, it may not be that effective. You really need to have a good urge to go to the bathroom. Don't ever delay the urge. A lot of people are too scared to poop at work. They won't stop at a gas station to go poop, and that really teaches your body to ignore the urge to go, which can lead to chronic constipation. So please, as soon as you get the urge to go to the bathroom, as soon as you have a place you can go, go. Everyone poops. If somebody hears you poop in a bathroom, whatever. They poop too. They can judge all day long. At least you got it out and you're going to feel better. So if you have issues with hemorrhoids and or prolapse issues, this would be a really good technique to try. There's a lot more, information and education that could go along with pooping, but that is a basic one, is you want to be able to breathe with bowel movements. Don't push. Another thing that you can try is something called a squatty potty. A squatty potty is a U-shaped stool that goes around your toilet stool, and it's designed to get your body in a good position to poop. So anatomically, we're designed to squat and poop in the woods, but our toilets conventionally have really put our hips either our knees below our hips or in the same level as our hips. And that really doesn't allow our pelvic floor to relax very well. So putting your feet up on a stool gets your knees effectively above your hips, and it allows your pelvic floor to open a little bit easier. So squatty potties you can buy on Amazon, you can buy them at Bed Bath & Beyond. They're like $20 to $25, and I have one in every bathroom at my house, and we also have one in the clinic. And I've really had very few patients buy one that said they didn't notice a difference. Your husband might even like it too. I've had a lot of women that say their husband loves it. So anyway, drop me some questions if you have them, but that's just a good place to start if you're having trouble pooping. I'll probably post a video later about how to do belly breathing and try to get the pelvic floor to open, but that's something that can be hard to figure out how to do if you're not doing it correctly. Like if you don't feel your pelvic floor moving, oftentimes a pelvic floor therapist needs to help you figure out how to get that pelvic floor to drop down. So hope that was informative, and I'm going to post more videos in the future. This will be a fun little project for me while we're stuck at home. All right, thanks.